Good evening, everyone, and welcome to live high school basketball tonight between the Scranton Lady Knights and the Riverside Lady Vikes. As we give you high school basketball tonight here on the John Mendola Show. We appreciate you joining us. And get ready for the starting lineups. I want to thank our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt. So you can give them a call, 654-4643. Sponsoring tonight's game, Saporito, Falcone, and Watt. So the starting lineups tonight. Of course, you're going to get Julie Antonacci out there, a senior. And how about that freshman, Kylie Lavelle, pretty darn talented. Elise Karpinski will jump it up. And you throw in number 23, Kayla Rose, and number 33, Emily Taylor. So some talented underclassmen here for Riverside that you will see all season long. In the meantime, we'll get over to Scranton's lineup here, and they will bring the ball up, and that'll be their point guard, Abigail Hugel. And Hugel will try to see what they can do to get into Mulder. Antonacci coming up with the basketball, gets it over to Rose, and then they throw it away inside, trying to get it to Taylor. First quarter here underway between these two as Scranton and Riverside go head-to-head. And almost a steal there by Lavelle. More defense. And that ball going the other way. It is still going to be Scranton basketball. Well, Derek over to the point guard. That is Hugel. And now Scranton gets it over on the other side and try to bring it inside with their ball game, then back outside. And then rebound by Rose. Inside Antonacci, the first points of the game. So the score right there by Riverside to go up 2-0. Coming the other way for the Scranton Lady Knights will be Harbin. Pretty darn talented athlete. We know about her. So now we're going to inbound here. Harbin now trying to get in on Karpinski. Ball on the floor, and Lavelle is going to tie things up. We're going to get a jump ball. So Rihanna Cleveland will tie things up and get things going here for Riverside, who lead by 2. Tough matchup tonight between the bigger school and the smaller school tonight. Of course, Scranton, big things expected from them. Lavelle, freshman, carried that. So to be inbound here to Mulder, gets it over to her teammate Harbin, and Harbin will bring it down with a short offense. Here, the half-court set, and then the ball near the line over there. And the referee says it's a jump ball. So it's been scrappy so far between these two. Scranton will get it into Mulder, finds an open player, and that shot is blocked. And fighting over there for Riverside, Kayla Rose, and then we're going to get a foul on Scranton. So here comes Lavelle with the basketball. Kylie Lavelle again, a 5'11" freshman. Will get it inside, and the shot is good. So they dump it in to Kayla Rose, 4-0 at the 6:13 mark. Pressure here by Riverside, trying to get some full court pressure. Rose moving on Mulder. No foul call. Lavelle comes up with a rebound. Nice when you have a 5'11" point guard who could rip it down. Lavelle coming down court, gets stripped away there. Good play by number 2. That is Sadovich. And The ball tipped away, and then ball on the floor again, and battling right now, and then finally they'll get a timeout, Riverside. We'll take an audio timeout here as Riverside, Jack Mikhailo will talk things over. This actually may only be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. I want to thank our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt. So here comes some full court pressure out of Scranton. And Kylie Lavelle gets it over to the corner to Karpinski. Karpinski looking around, inside ball game. No walk there. Mulderig pretty darn impressive on the inside as Kayla Rose had to go amongst the tall tree there. They whip it outside, and that shot is going to be off. It's going to go off Karpinski and go out of bounds. 5:19 on the clock. It's still 4-0. Riverside in front here over Scranton in Taylor. Mulderig now looking around on the outside of the key. Again, she's like 6'2.5", maybe 6'3". Real tally here. Now she's in the paint, flips around, and she gets fouled from behind, and she'll head over to the free throw line shooting at the 5:10 mark.
Riverside's number 33, Emily Taylor. First personal. Lady Vikes first.
So she makes the first one. It is now 4-1. And Mulderig's second free throw goes. So only way Scranton got on the board are 2 free throws thus far. Rose and Lavelle now doing their thing. And just to get the ball in, Harbin will guard her. They kick it over in the corner, and it's going to be a travel there by number 33, Emily Taylor. So it's been a defensive game between these two as Scranton and Riverside go head-to-head. Mulderig turns around quickly, throws up an errant shot, and they come up with a rebound. No foul call there. Tight defense there by Kayla Rose. So audio tonight here between Scranton and Riverside as we give you live high school basketball thanks to our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt. Well, Derek's shot is off the mark, and it'll be Antonacci coming up with it. Slips briefly on the floor. She is going to be guarded over there by Cleveland. That shot is off the mark by Taylor, and will come back down this way. And no travel there. They get it back. Mulderig. No travel. Cleveland inside gets the bucket in, and then Harbin. So it ends up going to Harbin, not Cleveland. But good ball movement. It's 4-4, 4:12 on the clock here in the first quarter. Lavelle, a runner. She gets fouled, draws the contact on Harbin. She'll head over to the free throw line. So 4:09 on the clock here. And we're knotted up at 4 apiece. One more shot coming. So here comes Scranton back down. Rihanna Cleveland now has the basketball. 5-4, Riverside makes one of those free throws. They get it back over, and that shot is off the mark. But they do draw another foul on the inside head of the free throw line. Will beat number 22 for Scranton. That'll be Harbin. And a rainbow free throw there is off the mark by Harbin.
22 at the line. One shot.
And that shot, they will reset. Didn't make anything. So 3:51 on the clock here in the first quarter. 5-4, Riverside leads over the Scranton Lady Knights. Lavelle over to number 33, Taylor. And then they come inside Rose, and she gets fouled by Mulderick. So here comes Munley over to tell us about the foul. And it is going to be on her. Actually, they're going to call that out on the floor on number 23. So we thought it went against Mulderick, who wears 44. It's going to be against Rogowski. So that good free throw goes to Kayla Rose, able to connect that. And that is in and out. Battle underneath with Karpinski and Emily Taylor. And now we will come back down the other way, and Scranton will set up their half-court offense. Trailing by 2. 3:30 mark here between Riverside and Scranton. Mulderick now has the basketball. Gets it over to her teammate. Mulderick gets it back and shoots and scores. So Colette Mulderick from about 11 feet scores that one. It is now 6-6. Antonacci. Inside, outside, Taylor, rainbow 2. So Emily Taylor hits the long 2. It's now 8-6, 2:55 on the clock. And that shot goes. Good rebound there by Harbin, and a timeout by Coach Mikhailo at the 2:45 mark. We'll take an audio timeout and be right back here. It is 8-8, knotted up. All right, we're back to live action here. We're tied up, 2:35 on the clock between these two. And here comes Riverside in their half-court offense, trying to get it into Karpinski, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll remain Lady Vikes basketball. 3 team fouls for Scranton, 2 team fouls for Riverside. They inbound. Rose going to drive right in, and she shoots and scores. So up and in for Kayla Rose, the 10th grader. 3 freshmen last year got a significant playing time. Now they're sophomores. And a travel by Scranton. Antonacci caused that. You throw in a 5'11" point guard in Kylie Lavelle. And Riverside has a talented team. They haven't lost so far this year. They lead by 2 to a good Scranton squad. Antonacci now with the basketball, known for three-point stuff. But she's guarded very closely over there by Septovich. And now the ball's on the floor, and Scranton comes up with, I think we're going to get a jump. Good sportsmanship there by both squads. And now it'll be Riverside basketball. 2:02 on the clock. Kick it over. And Rose for a long one, and that misses just about everything. And then on the ground, another tie-up. This will be Scranton basketball. So once again, Harbin on that floor. Kayani. Remember how talented her brother was. Track and field, and football, and basketball. Now coming the other way for Scranton. is their half-court offense. Glogowski, long shot there, and a banks are open for a long three. Olivia Smitovich able to put it in 11-10. First lead here for Scranton. Lead by 1:36 on the clock. Lavelle to the rack, and she draws contact on the Tolly, number 44. That'll go against Mulderick. No, it's still not Mulderick. That foul looked like Mulderick to me as well, and they called on Glogowski. Oh, something not right I'm not seeing out there, but I thought that was Mulderick. And Coach Mikhailov's like, wait a minute, 44 was the only one nearer, but nonetheless it was called on number 23. 1:33 on the clock. Mulderick rips that rebound, and then Scranton's coming a little transition basketball. Glogowski on the runner, no go. Rip over there, Karpinski, and it's stuffed by Karpinski on Harbin. And now Scranton back with the basketball, trying to get it back into Mulderick. It'll be Emily Taylor trying to guard inside. Now Kayla Rose on Mulderick. Mulderick throws up a long one, and then she goes over the back. They will get this foul. I guarantee it's 44 this time. It is. So 1:08 on the clock. That's going to be her second foul. So we're in the first quarter. 2 fouls on the Tolly, and she will hit the bench. And they'll bring in number 5, Fiona Evans. So you go from 0-6-3 to now 5-3, a foot difference in that. Oh, they didn't bring her to the bench. She came in for somebody else, so they're going to leave her in the first quarter with 2 fouls. Rose to the rack, up and off the glass, 12-10. Lady Vikes retake the lead. So a surprising move there here at the end of the first to keep Mulderick in with 2 fouls. Mulderick trying to post up on the inside. Man, she's tall. 6'3", got a 5-6-inch difference there. And then Lavelle runs into a Scranton player. No foul call. They call it travel. And Coach Hughes is okay with that. He just thought it was good hustle. I thought he was going to be a little upset thinking Lavelle had a little contact. Here comes Lavelle, 29 seconds on the clock. Kicks it over. Antonacci, 22 seconds. Rose, top of the key, back to Taylor. Taylor's going to drive in. Taylor's going to lefty it. Taylor scores! Emily Taylor on the lefty. 14-11 advantage. Mulderick now kicks it outside. 5 seconds on the clock. And Riverside's going to get away here with no points for Scranton. They lead by 3. Lady Vikes over Scranton. End of the first quarter. We'll be back with more audio here on the Javadola Show. All right, we're back for quarter number 2 here between Scranton and Riverside. Lavelle with the basketball. Got a great handle on it. Lavelle reaches over, gets it over to Rose. Rose drives in, kicks it out to Taylor, and now we got 3 seconds here. Michael against Karpinski. So we're going to go the other way right now with the basketball, and it'll be Scranton and their opportunity. 7:41 on the clock. Mulderrick inside. Mulderrick scores. So Colette Mulderrick from about 5 feet there. Tough stop. Pretty darn good. 7:27 on the clock. It's Lavelle. Gets over the corner. Antonacci drives. Gives it to Karpinski. Now it's Rose for a long 9-footer. Doesn't go. Harbin coming down the other way. Lavelle will defend. Swats it away. Doesn't do anything. And then coming up with it will be Rose. Kayla Rose with the basketball. Gets it to Lavelle. Lavelle's going to carry the basketball. So she caught the ball, looked up quick. She had Mulderrick right in her grill, and it ended up causing a carry on her. 14-13 is the score. 7 minutes on the clock. No bench play so far for the Lady Vikes of Riverside. Mulderrick triple teamed right there. They move it around. Glogowski going to drive, gets it into Harbin. Off her finger, keeps it alive. Harbin then kicks it out. Mulderrick for 3, thinks about it, kicks it out. And they'll reset. So it'll be Sophia Glogowski now, the 6:37 mark, dribbling around a whole bunch. And now they'll kick it over to the corner. Then back out. Now Mulderrick will get it. And then back over Glogowski. And they're still kind of playing around with it. Back to Mulderrick. Now to the corner. Svetovich, no good. So Svetovich not able to keep that one. Lavelle got a little physical there with number 23, Glogowski. No call on that. We're okay here. It's 14-13, 6:10 on the clock. Riverside leads. Lady Vikes hosting next week the Lions tournament. They'll be pretty darn excited about that. Karpinski inside. Antonacci gets swatted away. And then Lavelle gets swatted away as well. And now we'll have Riverside basketball. Lavelle will bring the ball up. She is guarded over there by number 13, Rihanna Cleveland. Antonacci for 3, gets the look. We're going to get an illegal. No, we're going to get a push. Thought maybe it was an illegal screen, but it's going to be a foul, and it's going to go against Cleveland. The referee pretty adamant about that.
Rihanna Cleveland, number 13, first person.
And it'll be Riverside basketball on the side, right in front of the Scranton bench. 5:39 on the clock. Little discussion there with P.J. Hughes and the official to try to work that out. Lavelle, I think she traveled, no call, and she gets swatted out of bounds. That's a lucky break there for Riverside. Thought she took the extra step. Some of the Riverside faithful were hoping for a foul, but I thought it was kind of an even no call there. Shot there, Antonacci off the rim. And Lavelle is going to get called on that one, I think. No, goes against number 13, so I'm wrong all night tonight on these calls. I thought Lavelle got her shoulder into number 13, Cleveland, but they saw it the other way, and it's the same official, and the Scranton coaches are not too pleased right now. Lavelle's free throw is off the rim. Karpinski, great hustle, ends up knocking down Harbin. No call, and P.J. Hughes is on the court beside himself. And Riverside has been in the good fortune of a few calls here tonight. So here we go. Kayla Rose now with the basketball at the 5:21 mark. Rose gets it over to Lavelle. Lavelle bodied up one more time, and that's going to be another foul on Rihanna Cleveland, who is right in her hip pocket. One more foul on her. It's going to be her 3rd foul. So 3 fouls on Cleveland. 5:17 mark, quarter number 2. Live high school basketball here in Taylor between the Lady Vikes and the Scranton Lady Knights. Mulderrick with the rebound. Gets it down court. It's Glogowski. Going to light up a 3 and nails it. So a nice shot by Sophia Glogowski. 2-point advantage now for Scranton. Taylor gets it over to Karpinski. Karpinski. Now it's Antonacci. Great look to Lavelle. Beautiful shot by Kylie Lavelle. So how about that? 4:37 on the clock. 16-16, we're knotted up. Mulderrick trying to get open again. Out Riverside has retreated to a zone, and then Harbin sneaks behind it and gets open. 18-16 advantage. Here comes Riverside, half-court set, Lavelle, 4:12 on the clock. Lavelle bombs away, major rainbow on that one, and it's off the back of the rim. Good hustle by Antonacci trying to get it, but Scranton comes up with it. So Rihanna Cleveland still in the game with 3 fouls. Mulderrick has 2, and they call a travel on Scranton. 3:59 on the clock. So here is Riverside, and a shot there by Taylor. She gets pushed down. And she'll head over to the free throw line, Emily Taylor. So we're back on that free throw line for Emily Taylor. And hits it. So it's 18 apiece. Bella McKeefery now into the ball game here for Riverside. Lavelle comes out. McKeefery got some action last year as a 9th grader, now in 10th grade. As Riverside has elected to go zone. Long shot here from Scranton. Short on the rim. Mulderrick, they don't call over the back. Mulderrick comes up with it and shoots and scores. So here comes Riverside in their half-court set. And a steal almost by Harbin. McKeefery's going to try to get this. And eventually she will. Gets it over to her teammate. But good hustle there. And now we get the half-court going for Riverside. Karpinski for 3. That's going to be short. And Mulderrick comes up with that. Here comes Scranton and Harbin. 20-18, Lady Knights in front. Inside Mulderrick. They double team her. They get it to Harbin. Harbin finds her way behind the defense. 22-18. So Riverside has tried this zone, but Harbin has been pretty darn sneaky as Mulderrick just has such a bird's eye view with those long arms and taller than everybody by a ton. She's playing some good basketball for the Lady Knights. But Riverside is hanging in there. McKeefery with a travel. Lavelle will return. 1:57 on the clock. (22-18), Scranton in front. They're going to slow it down. Glogowski right now has kind of spread things out for them with that 4-point lead. Svetovich now gets it over to number 5, Fiona Evans. Back into Mulderrick. Mulderrick then travels. So Mulderrick had the ball, had a lot of pressure, jumped in the air, and ended up getting called on the travel. So here comes Lavelle back with the basketball as the Lady Vikes trail by 4, that is. Antonacci with the basketball over to Lavelle. Back to Antonacci. Karpinski looking around. And now we get a little bit there, and Mulderrick blocks that one. So a good attempt there on the inside by number 23, Kayla Rose. .108 on the clock. Live high school basketball here between Scranton and Riverside. So Scranton is putting 4 high. You hear it pretty plain and simple. 4 girls across the top of the free throw line, and they kind of spread out a little bit. They get it over to the corner, Glogowski. Glogowski looking. Mulderrick keeps going down the post. Now she finds it, and she travels. So she tried to drag her pivot foot, had 2 girls there, drew a little contact. She's going to be even better as time goes on. Just a lot of talent there, Mulderrick at 6'3" for Scranton. Still no offense for Riverside. Karpinski off the glass. Good pass there. And now it'll be Riverside basketball. So they catch a break with 28.8 seconds to go. Lavelle, runner, short. Lavelle grabs her own rebound. Lavelle gets stuffed by Mulderrick. Now they get the transition the other way. Slowing things down is Svetovich. Glogowski, 14 seconds on the clock. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and Riverside basketball. So Lavelle and Emily Taylor, a little harassing effort there. We'll see if they get a little closer. 8 seconds on the clock, trailing by 4. Lavelle, and they're going to call a carry. 4.5 seconds to go. So we're almost at halftime. It is a 4-point lead. Scranton's going to get the ball on the side. Basically could throw it to Mulderrick in the center of the court, and they try to. Karpinski comes up with a steal. And a quick turnover, and it's over. Half is over. Opportunity there. Jack Mikhailo. It's still close. 22-18. We'll be back with more audio for the second half here on the John Mendola Show. All right, we're ready for the second half here between Riverside and Scranton. Here live high school basketball between Scranton and Riverside. So it's a 4-point advantage. I want to thank our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt. 654-4643, located in Pittston. Great people. And trying to help you in any type of legal need you may have, as an outside shot by Lavell's off the mark. Coming up with a rebound is going to be number 3, Emily Taylor. It's out of bounds. We'll try to do something else, as Riverside will change up with the inbound. Rose now has the basketball. And just haven't seemed like the Lady Vikes are in sync offensively. Antonacci driving in. Antonacci lays it up and over. So like the egg fell in the hatch. Now we have a quick timeout. And that's an official's timeout, so we're okay here. Officials seem to take care of it, and we will inbound again. 22-20 is the score. Scranton in front. Riverside staying in that zone. Matchup zone, it looks like. Karpinski. Now Antonacci out front, trying to get in front of Mulderrick. Now they put Karpinski on her to see if that might change things up, and trying to front Mulderrick the best they could. Karpinski really being an itch right now to Mulderrick. Trying to stay in front of her the best she could. Mulderrick with a quick pick on the outside. They kick it over Harbin. Now they get it over to their number 13, Rihanna Cleveland. That is Glagowski for 3, but doesn't hit anything. And then Harbin comes up with a rebound. They kick it back in. Karpinski had her back to Mulderrick. And then Mulderrick gets fouled by Emily Rose. Kayla Rose, that is. Back to my last year's scenario. I was calling Emily Taylor. Kayla Taylor, and I think vice versa there, Emily Rose. All right. Hopefully the ladies will be okay with that. All right. Getting it figured out. 23-20, Colette Mulderrick shoots and scores on the free throw. Mulderrick one more time. Gets the roll. Got to interview Mulderrick a couple of times over the last few years. And again, a nice young lady with a lot of talent. And P.J. Hughes excited to have her. Outside shot available there for Rose if she wanted it. She didn't. Karpinski with the basketball. Now it is Lavelle. Lavelle back over Emily Taylor. Now to Antonacci. Antonacci's going to drive, has somebody in her hip pocket. Antonacci with the shot. Antonacci hits the backboard. 4-point advantage here for Scranton. Just under 6 minutes to go. And that shot shoots and scores. Glagowski. 5'5" Glagowski. Lavelle off the mark. Coming up with it is Rose. Inside, better get it off. Mulderrick swats that away. At 6'3", going up against the 5'11" Lavelle. They get over to the corner. Now it's Mulderrick on the outside part. Driving in, Mulderrick brings it up, and she's going to get a foul. Face raker on that. She'll shoot 2. So that foul goes against number 33, Emily Taylor. And Mulderrick will head over to the free throw line.
Correction, first one was on number
30. Antonacci. I thought he said 30 when he came over. They put 33 on the scoreboard and announced it as such. But Antonacci with her first foul. 5:35 on the clock, and Scranton has built an 8-point lead. Saporito, Falcone, and Watt Law sponsoring tonight's game. 570-654-4643. Thank our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt, located on River Street there in Pittston. Shot, a high one by Rose, doesn't make it. Karpinski trying to get the rebound. Harbin coming down, and Harbin will slow things up. LaBelle will guard her, and then we'll get it over to Svetovic. Now it's Molderig on the inside, and Molderig will travel. LaBelle now with the basketball. Picked there by Karpinski. No foul call. That was actually number 33, Emily Taylor. Thought maybe she moved a bit. Antonacci with the shot. Antonacci finds the bottom of the hole. So draped all over her was Olivia Svetovic, but able to get that done. 28-22, 4:32 on the clock. They double team Molderig and it goes out of bounds. 4:30 now on the clock. 6-point lead for Scranton. Here comes LaBelle. LaBelle dribbling down, LaBelle dribbling in, and LaBelle scores off the glass. 4-point deficit here for the Lady Vikes against Scranton. Live high school basketball on the John Mandola Show. I want to thank you for joining us for the audio version tonight of these two. And a turnover, and Riverside will get the basketball back. Well, here comes LaBelle with the basketball with a half-court set. And she is going to get fouled. That is Emily Taylor driving. And Emily Taylor will hit the free throw line. Shot goes up and in.
Emily Taylor at the line for the Lady Vikes. One shot.
3:51 on the clock, and that is off the mark. Harbin now. Picked off, and Riverside has it now, down by 3. Antonacci, corner. LaBelle for 3. Short. Karpinski, good rebound. One rainbow shot there, goes off the mark. LaBelle with the rebound. Thought she carried it. They didn't call it. Shot off the mark. Great hustle again by LaBelle, and then Harbin winds up literally sitting in the stands after she dove after that basketball. Hopefully she's okay. Great hustle there by Harbin. You got to like the effort there. But somehow Riverside steals the basketball with 3:28 to go in quarter number 3. Push off on LaBelle. So they get the freshman on a push-off. She just has so much energy.
Number 22, Kylie LaBelle, that's her first personal.
Coach Mikhailo gets a bench warning. And 3:28 still on that clock. Jack Mikhailo putting in a shift for the water tonight. That's for sure. All right, here we go. Over to the corner. Svetovic, long. And then LaBelle with a rebound. LaBelle looking up. LaBelle has the basketball now. Trying to move some bodies around. Riverside has some spacing issues right now, and they get a travel. So they're just not in sync yet. Kayla Rose, Emily Taylor moving around. Karpinski just can't seem to get that sync that they had. And they're still in this ball game. They trail by 3. A little more continuity here. But again, Scranton has been pretty darn athletic and really scrappy defensively. 2:56 on the clock. Scranton moving that ball around. They'll get it over to the corner. And a shot goes. That's a big one. Fiona Evans from the corner makes it 31-25. 6-point advantage here for Scranton. Here's LaBelle. LaBelle's going to take it to the rack. Molderig will contest it high off the glass. And then dribbled out of bounds, but we're going to get a call on LaBelle with a push.
LaBelle, number 22, that's her second personal.
31-25 is the score. Scranton in front over Riverside. 2:29 on the clock. Now we get it inside. Molderic is fouled and no and one there. So between Karpinski and Kayla Rose, let's see who the foul is going to be called on. Kayla Rose on that call. She has 2 fouls. And Molderic hits the free throw. Harbin back in as they bring out Fiona Evans, who hit that big 3-pointer. And Molderic hits it. 33-25, 8-point deficit. I want to thank our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt for sponsoring tonight's basketball game. Give them a call, 570-654-4643. Saporito, Falcone, and Watt, located in Pittston. Harbin, athletic play, the steal, and she finishes. She made up 6 feet really quickly. 35-25, 1:57 to go in the third. Timeout on the floor. We'll take an audio timeout here as well. All right, we got 1:57 on the clock here in the third quarter. It's 35-25. Scranton is up 10. And here comes the Riverside offense now. Taylor over on the other side for 3. Long rainbow one. What a great box out there by number 13 for Scranton, but she gets tied up quickly. Rihanna Cleveland. So a pretty athletic Scranton team. They'll scrap, they'll fight, and they will hustle. Karpinski gets stuffed by Harbin, but she also got some arm. So it'll be 2 shots for Elise Karpinski. Yet it's been a tight bench tonight for Riverside. Scranton's been pretty comparable. They put in a couple of girls momentarily. They got that big shot, and Fiona Evans on cue will come in. She had that huge 3. And that shot is no good.
Fiona Evans, number 5, back in the Lady Knights lineup, replacing number 22, Connie Harbin.
So now they'll switch some girls around. They'll put Cleveland low to box out an Evans high. And the shot is good by Karpinski. So 35-26 is the score, 1:40 on the clock. Still in the third quarter between these two. Lavelle trying to fight through the screens. Molderic on the inside. Molderic gets it over to Evans and then swatted away there as Kayla Rose swatted as Evans tried to get it back into Molderic and feed her. .127 on the clock. Molderic now with the basketball. Fumbles it for a moment. Now moving it over this way, and a steal. And can she make it there? Great athleticism. It's going to be Antonacci. Kicks it over to Karpinski. Back over to Rose. Lavelle, little stutter step, and then Karpinski back at the top of the key. Kayla Rose trying to look in. Well, Derek just presents such a problem on the inside. We got a little body here from Scranton, and Riverside will draw the foul with 58.5 seconds. Shot goes. Kayla Rose puts it in.
Number 23, Kayla Rose.
46 seconds on the clock, 35-28. Scranton in front. Scranton now back after it. Shot outside, and it's a banker. Ouch, that stings. Sophia Glogowski off of the glass. Taylor off her hip, and it goes the other way. That was the right call. Good defense there by Harbin once again, 38-28. Down 10, 19.4 seconds to go. And Riverside steals. And they double dribble. There are a couple dribbles in there. And 15.6 seconds on the clock. To a tough break here for the Lady Vikes. Need to try to get a break, and maybe it'll be the fourth quarter. And that good defense there by Emily Taylor. Could get 5 here, and we do. We're going to get a foul. Timeout on Scranton. So a timeout on Scranton, 14.8 seconds to go. We'll take a quick audio timeout. All right, we are back with 14.8 seconds to go. Scranton inbounding. They do get it inbounds. It's got to go to Cleveland. Back over to Harbin. 10 seconds to go. Harbin dribbles down. Harbin looking. Harbin gets it over to Glogowski. 5 seconds on the clock. Glogowski spinning around, and they call a travel. 1.7 seconds on the clock. 38-28. Lavelle's going to get a runner. It's going to be short. So down 10, the Lady Vikes thank Saporito, Falcone, Watt Law, located in Pittston. We'll be back here for the fourth quarter. All right, we're back for quarter number 4. 8 minutes on the clock here. Thank our friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt for live high school basketball tonight between Scranton and Riverside, the Lady Vikes. Of course, you can give Saporito, Falcone, and Watt a call, 654-4643. We hope you enjoy your holiday with your family, just like the friends at Saporito, Falcone, and Watt. Long range, rainbow shot, and they get some offense. It is Kayla Rose. One of the things Coach Mikhailo told these girls, you gotta dig a little deeper here in the fourth quarter. It all starts with one play, one shot. Karpinski with a steal. Now it's Lavelle. Can she finish? And Lavelle up and in, and now we got 2 buckets in a row, and Scranton calls a timeout. 38-32. That is the start in 33 seconds you want from the Riverside Lady Vikes. They're down 6. They're fighting hard. We'll take a quick audio timeout. All right, we're back here. 7:27 on the clock, 38-32. Scranton comes up in their half-court offense. That is, Glagowski gets swatted by Lavelle. What a great defensive play there. No travel call. Thought she had an extra step, and Scranton will get called on the foul. So the freshman, Kylie Lavelle, comes up with a big play, and now it'll be Lady Vikes basketball. So how about Rihanna Cleveland all over Lavelle right now? Lavelle gets a great pass. Antonacci finishes! And the Lady Vikes are down 4, 7-0 lead on the clock. So all within less than a minute. And then that ball goes off of one of the Lady Vikes as Harbin dribbled all the way down. Now, the fans from Riverside didn't see it. I thought I saw it go off a Lady Vike. You got the boo birds coming out. Mulderick. Cleveland. Mulderick harassed over there, and then one long shot by Svetovic. Hits the 3. Exciting ball game. 41-34. 6:47 to play. 6:45 now on the clock between these two. Antonacci. Lavelle. Rose gonna drive in on Mulderick. Gets by her, but Mulderick comes up with a rebound. Then Karpinski steals it away. Mulderick on the floor, and Kayla Rose finishes. So Kayla Rose and Karpinski does what she does best, just hustles. 41-36. Lady Vikes down 5. 6:15 on the clock. John Mandola here on the John Mandola Show live as we give you high school basketball tonight. Antonacci steals and then tries to get it off her leg. Didn't. Cleveland on the runner. Cleveland long, out of bounds, and it goes Lady Vikes' way. Exactly 6 minutes to play. .554 on the clock. And now we're going to get a hold here. And I think it's going to go against Glagowski as the Riverside faithful gets a little bit more into it.
Rihanna Cleveland, number 13, that's number 4. Team foul. Fiona Evans, number 5.
5:51 on that clock. And that goes by Karpinski on the inside. 41-38. Riverside is down 3. Harbin gets stuffed. Ball up for grabs. Riverside basketball. This whole quarter has belonged to Riverside. Lavelle, 3, way off the mark, but a rebound by Rose, and it goes 41-45, 24 on the clock. Here comes Harbin the other way. Almost the steal, not a bounce, and it's Riverside basketball. Every break you could get, the Lady Vikes have had here this quarter. Half-court offense, 5:07 on the clock. Karpinski with the basketball. Riverside trailing by 1. Karpinski with the runner. Yeah, almost. And Lavelle gets stuffed and fouled.
Number 44 there. That's her third personal.
So Moldera gets called on the foul. That'll be 3 for her. Foul shot no good there by Lavelle.
Riverside's Kylie Lavelle at the line with 1 shot.
And it goes, that one. We're at 41 apiece. There's 4:59 on the clock, and we got a timeout on the floor. Lady Vikes have tied it, down 10. (41-41), 4:59 on the clock, and we got a heck of a ball game here between these two, Scranton and Riverside. Moving the ball around, that is Svetovic with the basketball. Svetovic now gets caught. Harbin guarded down low by Kayla Rose. Karpinski is trying to guard Moldera and rips the ball out of her, but she'll get called on the foul. So Karpinski described as just a physical presence out there on the court and plays hard, and she gets called on that foul. Karpinski trying to size up 4, 5, 6 inches against Moldera. Moldera on the runner. Moldera no go. Karpinski gets the rebound because she gets great position. Lavelle with it. Lavelle kicks it back out. Antonacci almost kicked out there by Emily Taylor. They had a couple bodies. Riverside trying to see if they could regain the lead here in the fourth quarter. Scranton has kind of had the ownership. Karpinski for 3. Ah, it's long. Battle over there. Good rebound by Cleveland. Cleveland bounces off a couple toes. Still on the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball with Kayla Rose diving in there. 4:05 on the clock, and the Riverside faithful still going a little nuts. Antonacci now kicks it back, and they're going to call a walk on Emily Taylor. It's going to go the other way. 4:02 on the clock. Scranton will inbound. Harbin looking. Goes off of Lavelle. Harbin will re-enter this ball here in the inbound. Lavelle guarding. Molderic. Karpinski off Molderic. That's a tough call. That was a 50-50 ball between Karpinski and Molderic. Riverside gets the break. 3:59 on the clock. Kayla Rose with the basketball. Antonacci. No double dribble because it was knocked away. Then Scranton back in it. And here comes Svetovich on the steal. Svetovich gets fouled by Antonacci. So every time you think, oh, Riverside's going to do something, Scranton just doesn't back down. This is a classic game between two pretty darn good teams here to kick off the 2018-19 season here early. This will be Olivia Svetovich. She's all of 5'1". Hits the free throw. 42-41.
One shot.
Free throw goes. 43-41 is the score between these two. Riverside inside. Rose gets stripped. And Mulderrick saying it was all ball. That's going to be her fourth foul.
Scranton's number 44, 11. Mulderrick, that's her fourth.
Kayla Rose here. Got it. 43-42.
One shot.
Mulderrick rips that rebound. So Riverside trails by one. 3:29 on the clock. Harbin. Back over. Cleveland's going to drive in. Off her hand. And somehow stays in bounds to the other side. Svetovich to that side now. Dribbles around, gets it over to Cleveland. 3:13 on the clock. Scranton by one. And they're going to call a late push here on LaBelle. It was almost after the fact.
Riverside's kind of
Like a whole second and a half after the play happened. But it is a foul. 8 fouls for Riverside, 7 team fouls here. Free throw is long. Riverside comes up with it. 3:09 on the clock. Antonacci. LaBelle for three. No go. Karpinski with a rebound. No foul. Rose. No. Who's this going to go against? Foul goes against Cleveland. That is going to be her fifth. Evans now in for Scranton. That free throw goes. 43 apiece. Could Riverside take the lead on the free throw? How many minutes has it been since they had the lead here against Scranton, who led by 10? No go. Hustle by Antonacci, still in. LaBelle, Karpinski, Riverside lead at the 2:52 mark. 45-43 Mean Machine. Here comes Harbin down court. Harbin harassed there by Rose. LaBelle right on Glogowski. Throw it cross court. They get it into a jump ball as they get it into Mulderrick. PJ Hughes can't believe it. Thought there was contact. 2:35 on the clock. Mulderrick now spins around, get the ball stolen. LaBelle coming the other way. 2:30 on the clock. LaBelle stops, pops, scores, and lost! Kylie LaBelle draws the foul on number 5, Fiona Evans. And PJ Hughes can't believe it. 47-43. What a turn of events here for Riverside. Hits it 48-43. 5-point advantage. Lady Vikes. Harbin on the inbound. Evans gets it over. Glukowski now driving down. He's got Rose guarding her. Runs into her. They're going to call a foul. Well, they call a blocking foul there. 9 fouls apiece. And Glukowski is down. Hopefully she's okay. And I'm not sure if it's her knee or her belly. She ended up falling down. They're checking her out right now. She seems to be somewhat calm. So now a discussion about who's going to shoot. P.J. Hughes is talking to the officials. So now we got a lot of confusion right now. And of course, everybody in the stands is an official here at this point about who's shooting the free throw. Now the officials are talking to P.J. Hughes about it. So still a long discussion, and who's going to shoot it? It's going to be the bench player. And it's going to be number 10, that is Julie Pabst. And a long line of Pabsts have been pretty darn good athletes, and most of them, all the brothers. The first sister is a Pabst that I'm aware of. There's so many brothers of the Pabsts. I'm not sure if it's their sister or a cousin, but nonetheless, I thought I saw one of the relatives down in the stands there for Scranton. So pressure situation coming off the bench, trying to hit some free throws, and that one is long. That's a tough break, and Mulderrick and Harbin, two veteran players, give her a little bit of encouragement, say it's okay, do your best here. Free throw, and that's in and out. Riverside comes up and they got to slow it down. 2:17 on the clock. Harbin will guard. A lot of time here for Scranton and for Riverside, so both teams need to relax a little bit and do their best here and see how this thing plays out. 5-point lead here for the Lady Vikes. Riverside's got to be really, really good with the basketball. This is like playoff time when you talk about being good with the basketball. Kayla Rose has it. Mulderrick is guarding her about 3-4 feet away. 1:50 on the clock. Kayla Rose still has it. Just trying to do a little keep away. Remember, both teams have 9 fouls each. Rose trying to draw in against Mulderrick. Takes it to the rack and scores! 30-second timeout coming. 7-point advantage, Riverside. We'll be back here on the John Mandola Show. All right, we're back and ready to go here as it was an official's timeout. And now Scranton gets called on a travel. Could have been a foul, could have been a travel. If you're a Riverside fan, you're thrilled. If you're a Scranton fan, you're not. Antonacci with the basketball. Antonacci has Svitovic right in her hip pocket. 1:24 on the clock. 7-point lead here for Riverside. They're going to double team. They're going to try to do what they can do. Riverside just keeps moving it. Karpinski to Rose. 1:13 on the clock and a foul right there by number 5, Fiona Evans.
Number 5, Fiona Evans, second personal.
So that shot is off the mark. 1:12 on the clock. Every point will matter here for both teams here down the stretch. And she hits that one, Kayla Rose. Big opportunity here for the Lady Vikes to close this thing out. LaBelle with a deflection. It goes out of bounds, but great defensive play there by the freshman. 51-43, 109 on the clock, and a turnover from Scranton. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Svitovich. You got a feel for that young lady who's played awfully tough tonight for a 5'1" girl. She's just running all over the floor. She falls down right now, gets back up. And now we're going to get a foul on Evans. Her third foul, 1:03 on the clock. And that shot goes. 52-43, John Mendola Show, live high school basketball. We appreciate you joining us. And that one goes. 1 minute to play. Harbin now dribbles down, 53-43. 20-point difference this quarter. Riverside trailed by 10, now they're up by 10. So a 20-point difference with Jack Mikhailo said dig in a little bit more. I don't know if he knew they could dig in for a 10-point lead here late in this ball game. Incredible effort by the Lady Vikes. A Molderic shot is off the mark. Two players coming in, Pabst and Olivia Clow, number 12. Now they're just trying to get some bodies out there if they need to foul, so girls aren't going to have a seat. And now they will inbound. Inbound, they get it to Antonacci. Antonacci guarded closely by Svitovich. 49 seconds, 9-point advantage now, 48.7. Molderic will come back in, and heading over to the free throw line will be Antonacci. Fiona Evans will return as well. Free throw goes.
Antonacci at the line shoots one.
Molderic over there along with Harbin down low for Scranton. And that free throw makes the bottom of the net. Timeout Riverside. 55-44. We'll take an audio timeout. Be right back. All right, there's 48.7 seconds to go. It's 55-44. Scranton has the basketball. Harbin will dribble down. Karpinski runs into her, and it's going to be a foul. So free opportunity here from Scranton as Karpinski caused that foul there. Just ran kind of down and looked like she was going to run by her, and somehow her body ran into her. I don't know if Harbin moved a hair, but that rainbow free throw is no good. So the two subs back in for Scranton because of the foulage that they're going to try. Again, it's an 11-point deficit with 43 seconds to go. Would be a tough challenge here for Scranton to come back. Karpinski rebound. Now in Lavelle's hands. 40 seconds. 36 seconds. Still up 11. Riverside looking to do what they could do here, and Scranton's just going to kind of lay back here. Lavelle's going to go in for the shot and score it, and they're going to call a charge. So getting there late was the young lady here from Scranton, and might have hit her head. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Tough one. Scranton will inbound. 21.7 seconds to go. It's 55-44. And Glogowski will bring it down. Long shot there is off. 10 seconds on the clock. Riverside has it. Lavelle will probably hold it. And this will be a big win here coming up for the Riverside program. 55-44. Victory is theirs as the Lady Vikes defeat Scranton tonight. We appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show live on YouTube. And the tournament coming up next week with the Lions tournament. We thank you so much for joining us. Riverside victorious over Scranton this evening for Jack Mikhailo's Lady Vikes.